Good evening folks, welcome back to the channel. Just thought I'd give you a quick update on how things are progressing. So the slugs have been an absolute nightmare all year, and the nasturtiums have been well and truly smashed. The bories that I put in, I just sort of scattered it everywhere. There's 3 or 4 of them coming up. Comfrey that I thought was dead, so I put back all the old leaves a couple of weeks ago and made some comfrey tea for feeding the tomatoes and cucumbers over the next few weeks. That's really come up really nicely. Garlic, I just thought I'd put it up because it wasn't doing too well. It was one of them, I got the lot of it in December, wasn't really going to plant much, and then I seen some garlic you can plant in February, so I foolishly just threw it in. I've got a bit, but as I say, we'll have a look in a minute. This bed here, I sort of got the bindweed and everything out of that. That was absolutely, loads of it in. There's some weeds coming through the now. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that. I've got a few leeks that I've grew if you see, I might stick them in there in the next week or two. This wee strip here, I put some Kelvedon and Wonder peas in. No show yet. But I mean, it is a bit shady, but I had some anyway, so I just thought I'll throw them in, either grow or they don't. The strawberries that were in here, I've put them all out they're in the compost bin. I'll probably, October time, I'll stick some garlic in there. There's one area I'm going to put it. I've left the Belfast sink with a few strawberry plants. I might keep them, I might not, I don't know yet. The frame I bought for a bit of fencing that I took down, I've secured that now. Some uni-strut cut into lengths so it's in the ground and screwed on. As you can see, that's pretty solid. My idea with the lettuce and some radishes in the raised trough with the slug traps with the salt water and all 4 legs seems to have worked. You can see we've been taking a bit of lettuce off that. We've already had one harvest of a few beetroot. There's a couple there, I can pick them. Again, the dwarf beans in here, they were doing alright, but as you can see, the slugs have absolutely decimated them. The bucket of carrots, that's one of my best successes so far. They seem to be growing nicely. Got it on net an hour before the carrot flies get any ideas, so got high hopes for them. I did put them into soil that I sifted when I dug out the pond. No feed in it whatsoever, because as far as I'm led to believe, if you don't put feed in the soil, you get bigger carrots because they go searching for food, so you get the length. Whether that's true or not remains to be seen, but we'll see what happens when I harvest them. Tokyo cross turnips, I've put a few of them out. They've been really nice. They need a good watering, which I'll do before I leave. Then the lone broad bean lives on. I'm going to let that just keep growing and then let the pods harden off and collect the seeds off that to add to the ones I've still got for last year, for this year, sorry. I've got one tomato plant there, that's growing well. There's a stray beetroot. I've got another tomato plant there that's got a bit of white on the leaves. I don't know how that's going to do, but there's a wee bit of new growth. The cucumber that I thought was well and truly gone, that's still surviving. And over to the pond, I made a previous video about planting out the pond with a £15 pack of pond plants I got off Amazon. There's a lily there that seems to be showing. I need to top it up a wee bit with water, but I think this dry weather's obviously help with that. Onto my climbing beans. If you watched my previous video, this was a wee experiment. So I used coffee to try and deter the slugs on this side and that side. I unnetted this side just to see if the birds were partly to blame, and I think they were. I mean, I would say that's more birds than slugs, because some of them are still hanging on. I'm going to lay them, see what happens. On this side, however, as you can see, there's a wee bit of damage, but nothing compared to the other one, so I think my coffee experiment for the slugs seemed to have worked. Tomatoes here, they were a bit leggy when I put them in. There's some flowers coming there, so we should get something off of them. There's a bit of new growth too, and again they need a wee bit of watering. I transplanted a couple of lettuces for the trough into these things here, again to keep them out of the way of the slugs. I only done that a couple of nights ago, so far they're alive. Onions, yeah, they're putting on a bit of growth, some better than others, but again first year, so I just sort of didn't really, I rushed a bit to get things in. Sweet corn, slug damage to that one, but the rest seem to be growing okay, but we'll see how they go. My lemon balm, which I put in a pot because, as you probably know, it will just go everywhere if you plant it in open ground. So yeah, that's taken on quite a lot of new growth. And then my hoop bed with the cabbages and the purple sprout and broccoli, they're doing really well, as you can see. I've got some spring onions in there, they're doing good as well. Beetroot at the back, one carrot left out of the row that I grew, the old sluggies again. Apple tree, plenty of apples on there. A few go on the ground, but I think that's probably the birds that are knocking them off. But yeah, I'm not eating apples, they're for cooking, but that's fine. This here, I found a sort of about 10 onion sets in the back of my car that I'd forgot about, so I know it's a bit late, but I threw them in, and yeah, they're coming along good. Nasturtiums still growing well. They haven't flowered yet, but it's still early. I'll be looking at the polytunnel. So I'm happy with everything in here. The garlic, not the best, but like I said earlier, I sort of just threw it in because I wanted something in, so I'll let that dry off for 4 weeks or so, and then yeah, it's not a great crop, but it'll be better next year. A few sweet corns that I put in a bit late, but thought I've got the seeds, so why not? Tomato plants doing well, putting on growth every time I look at them. And that, tied them all up last night, so I'm gonna, with these ones, I've got clips to clip them on. So with the ones with the strings, I'm just going to wrap them around the strings as they grow. A cucumber plant I thought was going to die, that's making a comeback. That's got new leaves on it, so I'm happy with that. And then we've got the dwarf cucumbers, sorry, the mini cucumbers. We've got 3 of that already. There's another few starting to come, so new growth again, so good on that one. Like this cucumber, which I planted them all at the same time for seeds, this one's done the best, but they're on different stages, different sizes, which isn't really a bad thing because they're not all going to be ready at the same time. So it's worked out quite well that I nearly killed a couple of them, but that one's really growing well. Got a pumpkin there. I'm not too sure where I'm going to put it yet, if I'm going to leave it grow a bit more, or if I'm just going to risk it and put it out, possibly amongst the sweet corn. The leeks, not really a lot of success with, but there's maybe, I don't know, half a dozen, 8 of them in there. I'll throw them in anyway. Probably put them in the bed I showed you previously. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. If you would like, subscribe, and share. That'd be really appreciated. And then I'll put something up in the next, probably next few days, maybe the next week, when I've made some more progress. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.